The unbreakable spirit. The sound of heavy raindrops hitting the rusted tin roof echoed through the tiny room where Arjun lay on the floor. His body ached from exhaustion, his hands trembling from the cold. He had spent the last 2 nights on the streets after being thrown out of his rental apartment for not paying the rent. 3 years ago, Arjun had been one of the most promising young entrepreneurs in Bangalore. His startup had attracted investors, and for a while, he had lived the life he had always dreamed of: luxury apartments, business meetings in high-rise offices, and endless possibilities. But success had been fleeting. A wrong partnership, a few bad financial decisions, and the collapse of the market had left him bankrupt. Now, at 28, he had nothing to his name except the clothes he wore and a heart still burning with unfulfilled dreams. He was left with only one contact: an old mentor, Mr. Rao, who had once been a successful businessman himself. Swallowing his pride, he reached out. Mr. Rao agreed to meet him at a small roadside cafe. Arjun sat nervously, stirring his cup of tea, as the elderly man studied him with knowing eyes. "You still have the fire, Arjun," Mr. Rao said. "But fire without direction burns everything down. What do you plan to do now?" "I don't know," Arjun admitted. "I feel lost." "Then find yourself again," Mr. Rao said. "I'll give you a challenge. You have exactly 6 months to rebuild your life. No shortcuts, no outside help. If you fail, you walk away from business forever. But if you succeed, you prove that you're truly unbreakable." Arjun had no idea how to begin, but he accepted the challenge. The first month was brutal. Arjun took on odd jobs: washing dishes at a local restaurant, delivering food, even cleaning office spaces at night. Each rupee he earned was carefully saved. While working, he observed. The restaurant where he washed dishes struggled with customer service. The food delivery app he worked for had inefficient routes. The office he cleaned had a problem with unorganized document storage. He started noticing gaps in the system, opportunities where things could be improved. Instead of being just an employee, he became a student of the market. By the third month, Arjun used his savings to start a small consultancy. His first few clients were small businesses that needed help organizing their operations. Using his experience and knowledge, he helped them streamline processes, saving them time and money. Word spread. More businesses came looking for his help. He worked tirelessly, barely sleeping, fueled only by his desire to rebuild his name. Just when things started looking up, disaster struck again. One of his biggest clients, a restaurant chain, was accused of food contamination. Arjun had advised them on cost cutting, but the restaurant had taken dangerous shortcuts. The news spread quickly, and Arjun's name was dragged into the scandal. People turned against him. Online articles called him a failed businessman trying to make a comeback through shady practices. His new business started losing clients overnight. For the first time in months, Arjun felt the old despair creeping back. Was he cursed to fail? That night, he sat alone in his small rented room, staring at the ceiling. But then he remembered something Mr. Rao had once said. A man's true strength isn't shown when he wins. It's shown when he refuses to stay down after a loss. Arjun decided he wouldn't run away. Instead, he worked harder to clear his name. He personally investigated the restaurant case, exposed the actual culprit, and proved his innocence. People respected fighters, not quitters. Arjun's determination impressed not just his clients, but also major investors who saw potential in him. Within a year, Arjun's consulting business grew into a full-fledged firm. He hired people, expanded his services, and began helping struggling businesses transform into profitable enterprises. By the end of the second year, he was no longer a man searching for redemption. He was a leader creating opportunities for others. On a bright morning, Arjun received an unexpected visitor, Mr. Rao. The old man looked around the office, impressed. "You did it," he said with a smile. "I learned that success isn't about never falling," Arjun replied. "It's about always getting back up." Lessons from the story. 1. Failure is not the end. It's just a lesson. 2. Success requires resilience, patience, and a never-give-up attitude. 3. Adaptation is key. Learn from your surroundings and find hidden opportunities. 4. Hard work alone isn't enough. You need strategy and smart decision-making. 5. Reputation takes years to build, but seconds to destroy. Protect it. This is the story of an unbreakable spirit, a reminder that no matter how many times life knocks you down, you can always rise again.